Hi beauties, good morning. I know that it's been such a long time since I've done an actual video, but now during these times I do have a little bit more time to do a video for you. So I thought that I would start with something that I do in the mornings. I don't do this every morning. This is my face regimen or routine, however you want to call it. I do it about every other third day. What I've been trying to do is every Sunday or Monday or every Friday and Saturday. So that's kind of how often I do my face routine. With my face routine, I have 3 products that I use. I have my facial mud exfoliator. This is by Ahava. Sorry, I had to double check. So I got a sample one of these in my Ipsy bag. I really liked it, and so I bought the full size, and this is basically the main exfoliator in my face regimen. So I start off with the exfoliator. Next, I use a cleanser. This is by Murad. And so this is the clarifying cleanser. I believe there might be a couple different cleansers that Murad does. This is not a full size. I did get this in my Ipsy bag, but I absolutely love this product. I've had it for maybe 2 months, so as you can see, I've only used up to here. It's pretty full as far as this being a sample size, but I will be buying the full size of these because it is part of my face routine. And then after I cleanse, I use this awesome skin toner. I got this in my FabFitFun box. This is by Skin & Co. So this is the actually the first face toner I've ever used. I do like it. I'm just not sure if it's working properly. I do have like these dry spots on my face, and it kind of blanches out my complexion. So I do want to keep using it. Just obviously you have to keep using stuff to see differences. So that is what I use in my face routine. And then after I use all of those products, of course, I put on some moisturizer onto my face. Sometimes, depending on how bad these dry spots are, I'll use a face oil, or I'll just use basic Jergens. Any type of moisturizer, obviously, for your face is good. Now, since I only do this about twice a week, in the middle of doing my face routine, so like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will do a face mask. So I don't really have a preference on what face mask because I have a bunch of different ones, whether it be a mud mask, a sheet mask, a peel-off mask. I just find that it really helps keep the moisture and the brightness of my face. So let's get into the face routine. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be starting off with the mud exfoliator. So for me, I start off with the exfoliator, then I move on to cleansing, then I move on to the toner. So with this mud exfoliator, I'm just gonna get my face a little down here. So I'm really freaky about getting water stuck into here because obviously that'll make your product go bad. So what I like to do is just get tiny little bits on my finger and kind of just put them in my little T area, because I know that's where this all will mesh together, you will see. But I like to put it just right here, just so I don't have too much of the product, too little of the product, and I can just focus kind of each little part of my face. So with that, we're just gonna gently rub in the exfoliator. That way it'll do its job. As you can see, I have all of the exfoliator on my face. I was just gently massaging it into my skin. One really important area that I like to focus on is right here. And then back here, just because Sometimes you miss it, especially like when you're putting on lotion. I mean, I definitely try to put it on all over, but these are the little spaces that, you know, are kind of hidden for me anyways. And then I don't know if you noticed in the time lapse, because it was going so fast, that I did put the exfoliator on my chin. My chin definitely goes through what my face goes through, so I consider it a part of the routine. The skin down here is basically the same reactions as the skin up here. So I want to make sure that I get the skin too, or the chin too. So now I'm just going to rinse this off really quickly. I'm going to do a quick rinse. So with the mud exfoliator, you just want to make sure that you get it off of your face completely, just because it is particles of mud. For me, I don't want to keep it stuck on my face because that just defeats the whole purpose of what we're doing. We're trying to get that excess dirt out of the face. And so if you leave all that mud in there and you can't cleanse it and you kind of just pack it back into your face, it just defeats the purpose to me. So I just try really hard to get the little tiny pieces of mud off of my face. Ooh. Okay, so now that we have exfoliated our face, we're gonna move on to cleansing. And again, what I use for that is the Murad Clarifying Cleanser. So with this, it's kind of similar what we do with it, like the exfoliator. Just put it onto your face, kind of gently massage it, and then rinse. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay, I'm just gonna dampen my face just a little bit. This stuff works really well with water, and you'll see how it kind of looks. It's kind of, I mean, it's oily, but then once you start working it into the face, you'll see a change. So I don't use a whole lot because a little goes a long way. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I was doing with the exfoliator and kind of just position it in my T-zone here. And then we're going to start working that in. So can you see the change here? It kind of turns sunny, looks like soap. So we're just going to massage it all the way around our face. I don't know why, well, probably because I'm having to stop and videotape and talk and stuff, but videos always take longer than the actual process. So don't worry, it does take a shorter amount of time, maybe less than 5 minutes to get all of this done. So we finished cleansing. I don't know if you guys can see a little bit of a difference in my face. I feel like it kind of looks a little brighter, definitely. So next thing we're going to do is the skin toner. Again, this is by Skin & Co. and I got it in my FabFitFun box. So with the toner, it does ask to spray the toner on a cotton ball and then kind of just put it all over your face. So we're gonna go like this and kind of drip it onto the cotton ball. Let me close that. And then we're just gonna put it all over our face, just like this. So a small layer of the skin toner all over the face, like this. And like I said, I haven't seen any major differences from using this, but I've only used this much of it. So I'm just thinking if I keep using it, but it definitely makes my face feel good. So that's it. That's literally my face regimen. So now once this dries, I'm gonna put on a moisturizer. So whether that be a face oil or the Jergens basic lotion. In my Ipsy bag, I did get this. It's a Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisturizer. So this is by Mirrored also. I do sometimes use this, obviously if you see that it's super, super tiny. So I try to make it last. So I usually just use this for my dry spots. If it's not the face oil that I'm using for the dry spots, I'll use some of this. Another thing that I use daily is for my face. It's actually it's an eye cream, but it is by It Cosmetics. So I got this November during Black Friday. I ran out of my eye cream, but this is actually some amazing eye cream. I do see differences once I put it on. It's supposed to help your bags and all of that. So I will put some on now. Kind of do it like that. I'm almost shaking the camera, sorry. Okay, so we'll do that. And now that my face is completely dry, I'll go ahead and just put on some lotion. I'm just gonna go with Jergens today. And for me, what I really have to focus on are this area here. Because this area really gets full of oils and dirt for no reason. So when I am exfoliating, I like to spend a little bit of extra time here. And I do notice that throughout the day, I'll have to apply some more moisturizer here. So if you guys have any tips at all for me for dry skin or anything like that, definitely feel free to share. And I'm gonna sign out, but keep a lookout because now that we are all having to kind of stay home a little bit more, I'm gonna think about some more ideas and try to do some more videos for you guys. Thank you so much.